Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lit Long Island Talks with Miss Latino and Shermily.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening, and thank you for being here today. Hello, Shermily. Hello, John Cuccia.
Hello, Miso and Shermily.
Hello,
Great
John.
to be
welcome.
here.
Yes, thank you. And the reason, I have to confess, the reason why I'm wearing my Rotary pin today is because we have a special guest. I already said his name, and please welcome to Lit Long Island Talks with Shermily and Misolino, Mr. John Cuccia. Hello, John.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
We're doing great. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for bringing me on the show. I'm your first guest, so I'm honored to be here.
Thank you so much.
We're honored to have you here. John, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, wonderful. I spent it upstate with my sister and brother-in-law. They have a place up in the mountains.
Very nice.
A little near Roscoe. I don't know if you know where the Roscoe Diner is. It's near Downsville, New York. It's 3 hours upstate. So
very nice. I've heard of.
Yeah.
I've heard of the place. I have never been there, but I think it's an excuse for me to go. For us to
exactly.
go. Maybe we'll take a trip there one of these days, right?
Sure.
Yes.
He'll put you to work, too.
Right. Exactly.
It's got a nice big property, so he'll put you to work. That's for sure.
Very nice, John. So,
nice.
John, you wear so many hats. So you are a loan officer. You are the president of the Rotary Club in Farmingdale. So
Correct.
can you please share a brief overview of your role as the president of the Rotary Club in Farmingdale?
Sure. Now, just for everybody that may not be familiar with the Rotary, we're a global organization. We have 1.4 million members.
Wow.
For over 46,000 clubs. We have 64 clubs on Long Island. We actually have 2 clubs in Farmingdale. We have a breakfast club, and I'm the president of the lunch club. We meet every other Tuesday at Palmer's in Farmingdale at like 12 noon. So if anybody wants to join us, you're more than welcome to attend, okay?
Yes, and I have to add that I am a proud Rotarian.
Yes.
Shermily, are you a Rotarian or not yet?
Kind of. I've been, we're being also, I visited John and I love it. It's really nice what you're doing, John.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, because you've done some community work
Yes, I
with
did.
the Rotary
Yeah.
Club.
Yes.
and I
Awesome.
think,
Yes. I think your son helped us with one of our food drives.
Yeah, my son did, and he loved it, and he wanted to do more. He wants to give more, and that's amazing because teenagers now looking at that and doing things like that is absolutely great for them.
And it's very gratifying as a Rotarian myself. It's very gratifying once you do something for the community and you get the feedback from the people that you've helped in the past. It's such a gratifying experience, John. And you've been doing this for how long?
Since 2005.
2005.
Right.
Wow. Now, what about president? How long have you been a president of the Rotary Club in Farmingdale?
Well, my first tenure as president was 2010. And usually the progression is once you get on the track of becoming a president, you first become a sergeant of arms, and then the next year you become secretary, then the following year treasurer, then the following year vice president, and then you're the president. So it took about 5 years to get to the progression of being president. So the normal progression is, you have the presidency 1 year or 2 years, and this is my second term as president after being... I was secretary after I became president, then I became president again, so this will be my 4th year running as president. So.
And you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
John, and what can you tell us what motivated you to join the Rotary Club in becoming a president?
Okay. Well, one of my colleagues that I worked with at Chase Bank, he was a Rotarian in the Sayville Club. And, we were talking, and he kept edging me on to, go visit a club. So I went to the Farmingdale Club that met for lunchtime. I worked in Melville at the time, so it was very easy to, sneak out of the office for an hour or so to go to the Farmingdale Club. And they're a very active club. They had a lot of guest speakers every week. They had a pretty vibrant club. And it just caught my interest. And after a few meetings, they asked me to join. So. Yes, yeah.
and I have to say that I've been a member. I've been a Rotarian for the past 4 years, and it's a family.
Yes.
It's a family. So every time we get together, every time whether it's for lunch or for breakfast, and we all have the same mindset to work together and just be a part of the community and doing what we like and liking what we do. Right? It's
Right.
so important, in the community.
And then fellowship is big part of our club.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we used to have clam bakes and golf outings. And,
Yes.
Then when we do, we usually around Thanksgiving time we used to have pancake breakfast. We used to hold that at one of the churches. Then the food drives we hold twice a year that we help the St. Killian's Food Pantry because they've really been running low on food since after the pandemic. They used to service about 300 families in the community. Now they're up over 500 families that they're taking care of.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, and I do have to say that I was part of that a couple of weeks ago.
Yes,
right?
Yes,
How many carts? How many wagons did we collect that day?
I think I got between 20 to 25.
20 to 25.
Full of food.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, the Farmingdale community is very giving, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, very nice, John. Again, I cannot say it enough that you're doing a great job. Now, how does the Rotary Club collaborate with other organizations or community groups to achieve a shared goal?
Well, we recently just started a new Boy Scout troop, Troop 511, and now that they're on board with us, they want to participate in all of our service projects. And they're really a big help during the food drive because a lot of the patrons actually think the Boy Scouts are running the food drive. Meanwhile, they're assisting the Rotary. But, the people walking into Stop and Shop, once they see the Boy Scouts, they have a different mindset than just seeing, a bunch of Rotarians there. And the Boy Scouts really help us out a lot, in that food drive for the
and
St. Killian's.
I also have to give kudos to the Stop and Shop in Farmingdale. They're very giving. They're very supportive when it comes to volunteering and helping out, the local pantry or the Farmingdale, community. Right.
Right. That's great,
Yeah.
John. And let me ask you, how does the Rotary Club contribute or share goals with other organizations? How do you guys help each other?
Well, in addition to our club, we have a district that overlooks the 64 clubs, and and they started this past year, the third weekend in May, that every Rotary Club does a community project, and we get we welcome other members of other organizations to join us in the day of service that we have. And then, there's a lot of different, each club is run independently. The district pretty much supports them. And as part of that, they keep in touch with all the members of all the organizations that, what we're doing. And they're always welcome to assist us. And we're always willing to help them out, too, if they need any assistance on one of their service projects. And, we're even if you're not a Rotarian, we are welcome to anybody who wants to assist us in doing a cemetery cleanup, to help us out with our food drive. And we also do scholarships for the Farmingdale High School, and the students there. When we choose each recipient, we look at their community service, and you'd be surprised that all these young scholars, they're doing a tremendous amount these days. And it's good for their resume, and it's good for them looking forward.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, being the Rotary Club president of Farmingdale, that's one of the hats that you wear.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your experience as a loan officer.
Oh, very good. Very good. I've been doing that for 30 plus years.
30 plus years. Wow.
Listen, I'm in the real estate industry. I'm a realtor, so I just learned that you're a loan officer, which is great.
Yes, and the reason I got into the financing end of the business is I was out of college. I used to sell Electrolux door to door, and I happened to sell a vacuum cleaner to a mortgage loan officer. And he gave me his card. He's like, whenever you get tired of selling vacuums, give me a call. So I gave him a call one day, and I started working for his company for a few months, and then that evolved into a position with a mortgage company that eventually merged with Nuestro Bank. So it was a bigger opportunity, and so I started to grow from there. And I actually still work with some of the people that I worked with 30 years ago, which is great. So
That's impressive.
That's impressive. At the same time, you're helping families also.
helping
Get
them
approved.
build wealth, right? You would know,
Yeah.
Sherman, right? That's
Yeah.
the first step to building wealth.
Yeah, it's great to know that you also do these things with the banks and all that.
So now, what advice would you give someone that may be interested in becoming a loan officer if they want that to be their career? What advice do you give to them?
It can be a little challenging, but I would probably try to hatch on with a experienced loan officer and have them be their mentor, and maybe work under them for a year or two, and then pretty much you learn the business as an assistant, and then once you learn it, then you could step up and become a full-time loan officer. Because a lot of the banks shy away from just hiring somebody without any experience. So if you go under a loan officer that's experienced, that has good networking background, and mentor under him, and then you could go on your own. I think that would probably be the best step in becoming a loan officer. Or even if you're able to get into a bank like Bethpage Federal Credit Union, they have like positions as inside loan officers where they get inside leads from their clientele.
Sure.
That helps out a lot too.
Great advice. Great advice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What advice would you give actually to anybody who wants to belong to the Rotary Club?
Oh, okay. Well, basically, I would probably visit a different clubs. Basically, you want to be able to either live or work in the area that you join a club, so that you have availability. Once you go to a few clubs, you'll see what activities they're doing, what meets your goals. Because you may want to set up a service project that you're interested in, maybe like a water project, literacy program that they have. So, whatever club meets your goals and interests, then that's the club that you should join. Because each club is different.
Right.
I'm also assistant governor where I oversee 4 clubs, and the Lindenhurst Club is different from the Brentwood Club.
Sure.
Brentwood Club is different from the Farmingdale Breakfast Club. And our club is different from all those different clubs. So if you get a different flavor from different clubs, then you could decide which club you want to join. And they also have breakfast meetings, lunch meetings, dinner meetings. Then it also has to fit into your schedule.
Of course. No, that's great advice.
There's a lot of flexibility.
And I think the moral to the story is get involved. Get involved. Pick a group. Pick a Rotary Club.
Right.
Whatever chamber you guys may want to belong to, just getting involved and being part of the community. It's so important.
Right.
So with that being said, why don't we take a quick break?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And then we can continue with Mr. John Cuccia, president of the Rotary Club in Farmingdale. We'll be right back.
All righty.
Dilo duro, dilo duro. Hoy no hay quien te despegue de tu radio. Quédate con nosotros aquí en Latino Mixx.
And welcome back to Lit Long Island Talks with Sharmeli and Misolino. And we're here today with Mr. John Cuccia, the president of the Rotary Club in Farmingdale. So, John, tell us a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more about John. What is it that you like to do? What are your hobbies? What else do you do besides wear 1,000 hats every day?
I enjoy cycling, and I enjoy playing tennis. Cycling, usually every September there's a 100-mile ride. You have to just accumulate 100 miles in the month of September for kids' cancer. So I've been doing that the past few years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Any dance moves, John?
I try to keep the dance moves to the disco floor, not the bicycle.
Well,
Okay.
not for nothing. I've seen John dance, and let me tell you, he does better salsa than me.
You know what?
All right.
Actually,
So,
now
yes.
that you say, I think he was at your birthday party.
Yes, he
Yeah.
went to a couple of galas with us. He was at my birthday party. And John, you have to teach me some steps.
All right.
because sometimes I have 2 left feet.
All right, next gala.
Yes, next gala.
Next gala.
Yes. So now, John, coming back to the Rotary Club, this is something that when I first joined Rotary, stuck in my head, and I even have it on my Facebook page and my social media pages. Service before self, right?
Right.
What is the meaning of that to you?
It basically means giving back to the community before you think of yourself. Before you do something for yourself. You know, what is the community needing? And we used to send out community needs letters to leaders in the community from, you know, like different churches and things like that. And they would, you know, come to our meeting and, you know, discuss what the community needed. So, you know, St. Killian's is a, you know, great example. You know, they do a great job in their outreach with their food pantry that, you know, they serve all these families in the community, which is phenomenal. And, you know, we try to, you know, take care of them. That's one of our main priorities.
And you're also part of the Farmingdale Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Right? So, again, John keeps busy, but with a focus.
Right.
Right, John?
With the pocket.
Service above self.
Service above self.
No,
Absolutely.
I love that. And John, any age limit to belong to a Rotary Club?
No, not
It
at
could
all.
be, okay.
Yeah, we even have the high school children that are, you know, they're in the Rotary Club and they do community service.
That's amazing.
Right, and then they, you know, move on. Yeah, once they're 18, you know, they could always become a member of our club. So, yeah, there's no really age limit.
Okay,
Yeah, no, and I've seen it. I've seen it. It's very age diverse, and it's so again, it's a small family, especially
Right.
in you know in the Farmingdale community.
Right.
Now, if anybody wants to become a member of the Rotary Club in Farmingdale, where should they call? Where should they apply? Or do you have a link? Do you have an app? Can you share with us?
Yeah, we
how
have a
they get in
Facebook
touch with you?
page.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the name?
FarmingdaleRotary.org.
FarmingdaleRotary.org. And if they want to call someone, who should they call?
Yeah, I'll give you my number, 516-297-7883.
Take notes, guys.
Perfect. Yes, I'm taking notes myself. So,
And I have to ask this.
What? Okay.
John, what's your favorite Latin dish?
Latin dish.
Ah,
How about paella?
paella.
paella.
All right. I had a,
Delicious.
Yes. I was out in Vegas a few months ago and I had a dish phenomenal.
So you eat the paella and then you'll go hiking.
Yes.
And then he danced.
And then
He
you
dances
dance.
too.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Okay.
So we want to thank John Cuccia for being here. John, thank you so much. You are a book of knowledge, and I am proud to say that you are a mentor, not only for me, but for people in the community. So I thank you for your service, and thank you for being here today.
All right. Thank you,
you
Miss
so much,
Lino and
John.
Shermalee.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pleasure being here. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we're going to keep in touch. And please, if you want to be a member of the Rotary Club, don't forget farmingdaleRotary.org or dial John's number, and he'll be more than happy to assist you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Dilo duro, dilo duro. Hoy no hay quien te despegue de tu radio. Quédate con nosotros aquí en Latino Mixx.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we'll see you again at our next episode with LIT, Long Island Talks with Miss Lino and Shermalee.
And I always say Shermalee and Missolino, but I think we're still working on that, right, Shermalee?
We are working on
Yes.
that. We are working on that.
So don't forget to join us. Social media, right? Instagram, Facebook, LIT, Long Island Talks, lit.Long Island Podcast. So don't forget to join us and follow us on social media.
On social media.
Yes.
See you soon, guys.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Shermalee. Thank you,
you.
John. Yes,
Thank
I'll see you
you, John.
soon.